After losing dealers over its electric car move to sell more electric vehicles, Cadillac is now gaining new ones. In this report, I'm going to have all the details that are coming from Lyriq and also coming from Auto News. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Cadillac has lost around 1/5 of its dealers after it announced that it is going all electric, but now it is actually gaining new dealers interested in the transition. Also, in this report, I will have news about GM building 3 new electric motors. Previous studies have found that electric car adoption has been slowed down by car dealers who are dismissive and deceptive when it comes to electric vehicles. That's the attitude of car dealers who think electric cars are dismissive and deceptive. That was a quote. They are the ones actually selling vehicles for automakers in the United States. So if they are not on board with electrification of a brand, it seriously impedes action. When Cadillac announced its move to all-electric vehicles, it told dealerships they needed to invest about $200,000. Those costs are invested in electric vehicle chargers, electric vehicle tooling, and electric vehicle sales training and everything related to that. $200,000 is not small amount of money. So this is why when they dropped, when GM gave them an ultimatum. Last year that happened. GM gave an ultimatum to Cadillac dealers who don't want to make the investment of $200,000 that they could do it or accept a settlement from GM to exit the brand. About 1/5 of 880 Cadillac dealers in the United States reportedly took the deal, accepted a settlement from Cadillac, and left the brand, Lyriq reports. But now, a year later, Auto News reports that Cadillac is actually adding new dealers in critical markets with a focus on electric vehicles, where that would primarily be in California. Auto News reports saying Cadillac is entering new luxury markets and reestablishing itself in crucial areas it had ceded to rivals, including Beverly Hills, California, where it had not been since the 1980s, and its former home base of Manhattan, New York, where its only store closed last year. Some established Cadillac dealers are scooping up additional stores, while a few dealers are getting involved with the brand for the first time. End of the quote from Auto News. Lyriq says, since the purge of electric vehicle unfriendly dealers, Cadillac has now added 8 new dealerships that hope to bank on the upcoming new electric vehicles from the brand. Now, 20% of 880 dealerships dropping and adding 8 new dealerships is not a big deal, but Cadillac is adding 8 new dealerships who are interested and who hope to, they are interested in electric vehicles, and they hope to bank on the upcoming new electric vehicles from the brand. And I think this trend will continue. The Cadillac Lyriq, for example, is the first new electric vehicle coming from the brand. As Lyriq reported earlier this week, the first edition of Cadillac Lyriq reportedly sold out in 19 minutes. However, the company did not confirm how many reservations were made available, but at least they were sold out in 19 minutes. The first Cadillac Lyriq deliveries are expected to begin in Q2 of 2022. The Lyriq is going to be offered with a 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack, enabling over 300 miles of range on the first version available, which is going to be rear-wheel drive. Future versions of the vehicle should come with an all-wheel drive powertrain. The charging capacity is also very good with a 19.2 kilowatt onboard charger, which is going to give the Lyriq access to best-in-class level 2 charging. It is also able to charge it up to 190 kilowatt with level 3 DC fast charging, and the starting MSRP of the Cadillac Lyriq is going to be $59,990 before tax incentives. Friends, this is good news. Kind of a great equalization is happening all around us when it comes to electric vehicles. It could be argued for a rationalization of dealers if electric vehicles do last longer and require less maintenance, then there might also be less dealers. So we'll see how things go with this. There is another good news coming from GM. GM is building an all-electric future with its Ultium battery technology, but we didn't hear much about the electric motor powering it. Now GM has addressed that by unveiling 3 different electric motors that will not only be mated to these batteries but will also power GM into its electric future. Carl Malek reports from Torque News electric vehicle reporting team saying General Motors has been selling pure electric vehicles since 2016 when the first generation Chevy Bolt appeared. But while the Bolt has recently entered turbulent waters due to a massive recall of its defective battery packs, it has also shown that the company has been in a bit of stagnant period when it comes to its electric vehicle technology, with rivals like Ford rapidly improving their electric vehicle capability. That's changing though now, with GM revealing 3 all-new electric motors that will be hooked up to their Ultium battery technology and will power models like the Cadillac Lyriq and the Hummer EV package. Making these respective debuts at the 2021 Mackinac Policy Conference, the 3 motors by GM promise to offer customers a wide range of performance while also symbolizing the flexibility that the broader Ultium technology will bring to GM's product lineup. The motors themselves are split into 3 categories, with the 180 kilowatt front drive and 255 kilowatt front and rear drive permanent magnet motors being the ones that are responsible for the bulk of the performance work. The smaller 62 kilowatt all-wheel drive assist motor, on the other hand, is being envisioned as a way to bring all-wheel drive to some models, especially if the motors themselves are mounted in each wheels. GM has said in the past that the motors and the accompanying battery packs can be arranged to cover a wide variety of needs. For example, the Hummer EV can be equipped with up to 3 255 kilowatt electric motors, which not only help send power to all 4 wheels, but also allow the pickup to produce over 1000 horsepower. Other applications include the Cadillac Lyriq, which I just mentioned, as well as his version of the Chevy Silverado electric pickup. In addition to the electric motors, GM also provided a glimpse into the Ultium drive motor controller that will play a key role in making the entire Ultium technology work in its vehicles. These controllers will be integrated into the power electronics themselves, which not only reduce weight but also the complexity involved in producing the inner workings of the Ultium system. A secondary benefit is that it will enhance the reliability of the system with the integration of key parts, resulting in less components than can spontaneously fail while an Ultium-powered vehicle is on the move. Look for the system to get its first real-world test later this year when the Hummer Edition 1 EV pickup will begin to make its way to dealerships, writes Carl Malek from Torque News electric vehicle reporting team. Carl says this initial appearance will allow GM to learn from real-world driving situations and also fine-tune Ultium to help it perform at its best in other modes. Well, friends, let me know your thoughts on all of these developments. What do you think about Cadillac adding more dealerships after the drop and GM making these 3 new motors? What do you think about the future of GM and Cadillac? This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel, join our community, give us thumbs up and like this video, friends. We would really appreciate it. I look forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you soon in our next report later today.